Have you ever wondered why some people achieve their wildest dreams while others, who might be just as talented or passionate, never quite make it? What separates success from failure? It's a question that's been on my mind, and maybe yours too. Today, I want to dive into what I believe is the truth about success and failure, and more importantly, how you can achieve whatever it is you want to do. And spoiler alert, it's not about being perfect or avoiding mistakes, it's about something much simpler, yet seemingly much harder. Stick with me now, because by the end of this video, you'll have a roadmap to turn your dreams into reality. Let's get started. First, let's borrow some wisdom from Charlie Munger, the billionaire investor and right-hand man to Warren Buffett. Munger once said that the best way to learn is to study what not to do. In other words, failure isn't just something to avoid, it's a teacher. If you want to succeed, you've got to look at what's wrong, figure out why, and make sure you don't repeat it. This idea is the backbone of everything we're talking about today. Failure isn't the enemy, it's a stepping stone, if you use it right. So, what is failure? The dictionary, if you look it up in the dictionary, says it's a lack of success. Yeah, that's about as helpful as a broken compass. It's too vague, too empty. I want to dig deeper. I want you to think of someone in your life, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, or hell, even yourself, who you believe could have ended up somewhere bigger than they are. Picture them. What's holding them back? What has stopped them, or you, from reaching that potential they have? You see, from what I've seen, failure isn't about bad luck or tough circumstances. It's simpler and harsher than that. Failure is not trying hard enough, or not even trying at all. It's giving up when the going gets tough, or never starting because we're scared of what might happen. Think about that person again. What do you see in them that screams greatness? Maybe it's their creativity, their passion, their grit. Now, why aren't they there yet? Did they try and quit too soon? Did they let fear or someone else's negativity stop them? Maybe they're the type who says, I tried that once and it didn't work, or 90% of businesses fail, so why bother? You see, that's failure at its core. And it's not about making setbacks. Those happen to everyone. Failure is stopping dead in your tracks, refusing to learn, refusing to try again, or giving up on the one thing you really want. It's not the fall that defines failure. It's the staying down. So if failure is quitting and success is the opposite, it's perseverance. It's getting back up, dusting yourself off and trying again, no matter how many times you stumble. Success isn't about never falling, it's about never giving up. Let me paint you a picture with a real example. Elon Musk of SpaceX. When Musk started SpaceX, he wasn't exactly greeted with applause. He blew up 3 rockets. Now, look at him. People call him crazy, but now he has contracts with NASA, he's launching the Starship, which you can see on screen, and he's learning how to catch them. He's changing the way we think about space travel, and the future. Here's another one. Thomas Edison, the guy who gave us the light bulb. He famously said, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. 10,000 tries. Most of us would have thrown in the towel after just 10. But Edison saw each flop as a lesson, not a defeat. And then there's J.K. Rowling, the Before Harry Potter took over the world, she was rejected by publisher after publisher. She could have decided her story wasn't good enough. Instead, she kept knocking on doors until just one opened. These people didn't succeed because they were flawless. They succeeded because they had grit, the ability to keep going, to learn from what went wrong, and to ignore the naysayers trying to put them down. Here's the thing, failure doesn't just teach you what not to do, it can spark something amazing if you let it. Take 3M, the company behind Post-it notes. They were trying to make a super strong adhesive, but they failed, big time. What they got was a weak, sticky mess. Instead of tossing it, they thought, well wait, what if we use this for something else? Boom, Post-it notes were made. A flop turned into $1 billion idea. Success isn't just blind stubbornness though, it's about growing every time you mess up. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I do better? Be a learning machine. You see, this runner trips, but she gets right back up. She could have stopped, she could have just let herself get defeated, but instead she got up and she just ran. She focused on taking every next step. If she would have tripped again, I'm sure she would have gotten back up, but the incredible thing is that you watch this woman pass the person in the back. She comes around the last bit, and she ends up winning the race. That's how you turn stumbles into steps forward. By getting back up. But what if you're too scared to even start? Fear of failure stops more dreams than failure itself ever could. If that's you, listen up. Failure isn't the end. It's feedback. Every successful person has crashed and burned at some point. You see the person on stage here playing his trumpet? He's probably failed hundreds of times. But the difference between him and you is he doesn't let it define him. Reframe it in your head. A mistake isn't a verdict on your worth, it's a clue to what works and what doesn't. Embrace it as a part of the journey, and suddenly, taking risks doesn't feel so terrifying. The only real failure is not trying at all. Failure isn't about messing up or hitting roadblocks. It's about giving up or not trying hard enough. And success? That's perseverance. It's starting now, tripping, falling, and getting back up over and over again. It's learning from every stumble and ignoring the voices that say you can't do it. Whether it's Elon Musk launching his rockets, Edison inventing the light bulb, or you chasing your own dream, the formula is the same. Do not stop. If you want to succeed at whatever it is you want to do, here's your roadmap. Start today. Expect setbacks. Learn from them. Keep going. Don't let anyone, not even yourself, talk you out of it. You've got this. Thanks for watching. And if this video sparked something in you, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you're going to start working toward today. And we'll see you in the next one.